Hey there, welcome to our instant word homework tutorial video. Instant words are those words in the English language that are the most common words. You should be able to read them like they're called instantaneously. People call them snap words, popcorn words, red words, fry words, sight words. I've heard all different things. Basically, it just means that you should be able to read them as quick as a popcorn kernel pops, as quick as an instant. You should be able to just look at them and know them. This is sometimes hard for our readers as these words are not decodable, meaning they're not spelled or read the way they should be. They're irregular. So the sooner we memorize them, the better. This helps a lot when our learners are reading in context to figure out what's coming next, to connect the thoughts of the sentence. When you're reading, if your learner doesn't know a word or reads it incorrectly, please just quickly correct them, have them repeat it back to you, and then continue. Our suggested schedule is below. There are some extra pages added for fun. We'll talk about that in a second. On Monday, I suggest you read the words and columns. Tuesday, words and rows. Wednesday, words and phrases and sentences. This is different from last year. Thursday, we will have spelling pages. That's different from last year. And potentially the extra pages if that section has it. And then Friday, the weekend, do the extra pages for fun if you want to. It's an opportunity to challenge your learner, but do not feel like you have to. If there's a week where we have no school or no MLI class on Monday, just read the words and columns and the words and rows, that whole page, one time each to catch up on Tuesday night, and you will be good to go. This year, instead of reading different sections, different amounts of time, we will read the entire page twice each night, and then you are done for that evening. If you want to read it more, of course, I encourage you to. The more practice, the better, but that is all that is required. Also different this year, you will not be signing the top of each page as you will be signing the homework calendar that comes home. So let's see, what does it look like? On Monday night, you have words and columns. Words and columns looks like this, just what it sounds like. You get 10 words in columns. They happen at the top of the page in different order, and then down at the bottom, again, you read from top to bottom, reading the words in different order. I suggest that on Monday, the first time you read, you start at the top and you read each word and have your learner repeat it to you. Study, study, answer, answer, America, America. Again, having them point to the word, having them make that identification as these are hard. So they are learning these words. They start easy. Of course, they get more challenging, but we are reading from top to bottom and you're just reading it quickly, the whole page twice. Moving on to Tuesday, we'll be reading words in rows. The exact same 10 words in rows. You just read across, number 1, this way, just like you normally read, 1 through 5, and then at the bottom, the next 1 through 5. Please keep in mind that you will get 10 new words every week and then a review week. 10 new words, review those 20. 10 more new, review those 20. And it keeps going that way. So this is Tuesday night, rows. On Wednesday night, you will have phrases and sentences. Different from last year, you will do this whole page, but instead of doing each section 3 times, you'll just do it twice, the whole entire page twice. Remind your learner that a phrase is a group of words that has meaning, but it's not a complete thought. A sentence starts with a capital letter, ends with punctuation. It has a subject and a predicate and expresses a complete thought. These instant words are helping our learners to piece together sentences wonderfully. It teaches them the meaning of the word, the context, and there we're working on our predictive text skills that you can kind of tell what's coming next based upon the words you've already read. So our new thing this year is going to be spelling. On Thursday night, I'm going to ask you to spell your instant words. I'm going to add a procedures page to help you out. When we are spelling instant words, as I said before, they are not read and spelled regularly. That means following our rules for reading and spelling that we learn in MLI. We just have to memorize them. I will be adding a page for you to write your instant words. If your learner has learned them in cursive, I encourage you to write them in cursive. If you're at the beginning of our program and we haven't been introduced to all of the instant cursive letter sounds and connections, then just write it in print. I'd rather them write it in print than not write it at all. If they want to challenge themselves and try it in cursive, if they haven't learned all the letters yet, then that's great. Try it. If not, just revert to print. Going through the process. First, you will look and spell the word. Notice this learner is pointing to the word and naming the letters. Next, you will do the same thing again. Then you will look away and spell. Look up. T-H-E. then look back and spell T-H-E. Double check yourself, then name the letters and write on a different page, T-H-E. Look back and check. Say the word as it looks, and you can see or write it in the air as well. If they are looking up and spelling in this look away and spell, I also suggest writing it in the air too to help them. Again, we are memorizing the way that the letters work together here. So you will do that on Thursday evening. On Friday, and additionally on Thursday, some of the sets, especially the ones that are the review, won't have spelling, but you will have these extra pages. These are just fun extra pages to help that your learner identify things like words that start with a vowel, words with double letters, just really taking the word apart and analyzing it further. Here we kind of play with it. It says you can cut out. If you don't want to cut out, you can just write the words. You have 3 words left, write them in alphabetical order. This is another alphabet skill that we use in class, just reinforcing the things that we're doing, a little extra fun work. Do not feel like you have to do all of it. I would just say if you don't have a spelling page, do one of them. It's totally up to y'all. If you want to do them over the weekend for additional practice, go for it. You'll typically get about 4 pages. Also, sometimes there is a crossword. Now, crosswords are hard for dyslexic learners. So this is not something I'm giving you to give them a headache or to give you a headache. It's just something to teach practice. You know, puzzles are with words are a skill. It's something you have to work on. So this is something just to practice. If it causes stress, throw it away, put it away. We don't have to do it. It's just something to give them another opportunity to learn. Thank you so much. And let me know if you have any questions about your instant word homework.